that second spot here at the Budweiser Nationals. Second spot pays $1,500 tonight.
$1,500 to run in P2, right where Bobby Hogue the fourth is. Right now, you can see nobody want any part of getting on top of that sheet metal for Bobby Hogue. Maybe we're going to get some love from
Souza. Souza very close with the Hogue and Guglielmani stables. I would be trying it. Oh, that's a 75 of Coffee sitting in the
Rick Coffey from San
Diego. And Hogue makes his way off the track. He gives up the spot. Going to have to come out and start at the back of the pack. My goodness, an unfortunate break for Bobby Hogue.
That's going to move up Joey Tanner now up to the number 2 spot.
And Pappenhausen will sit third.
Now, Joey Tanner could really use that extra $1,500 as they did break a rear end in day number 1 in qualifying.
Had to change out the spool. They got that job done in an hour and a half. The crew going to work with a little bit of help from Pappenhausen, who happened to have the spool they needed. And who sits right behind
He's
Joey
going to be
Tanner.
right behind Joey Tanner. So Pappenhausen's parts are in front of Pappenhausen right now in that 111 machine, as Joey Tanner is sitting in the number 2 spot. Pappenhausen is going to be sitting third.
One of Joey Tanner's sponsor, actually his car owner, HG Racing, Pete Bound, one of the drivers I mentioned before, put up $5,000 here to bump the purse for the late models. Joey trying to win some of that money back for the car owner.
You can see Jimmy the Shoe Irwin has the mechanical flag in his hand once again. It looks like it's going to be for the C4 machine, dragging some sheet metal on the right rear side of that. You can see the quarter panel supports dragging the track. So the mechanical comes out for the C4 of James Cornelius from Tulare, California.
Just past the halfway point here, 22 down.
Still waiting on Bobby Hogue the fourth to see if he's going to come back.
They're waving him on. There he is. Boy, that's really going to change the way that car handles. We'll see what Hogue can do. We know how good of a driver he is.
Wow, that is a lot of damage on the right rear quarter panel for Bobby Hogue the fourth.
And that's going to take away a lot of downforce.
You can see that is a very large rear spoiler on the back of these 800-plus horsepower late models. That is a significant amount of downforce that he will be losing.
Well, if you look at the angle they run these rear spoilers on these dirt late models, they nearly stand them straight up and down to maximize the downforce. Without that right rear corner, the most effective for downforce on these cars, gone off Bobby Hogue's car. Watch for that car to get real loose on entry. Here we go out of turn number 4. Green flag for Cody Laney leading the field. Joey Tanner with a great start. Dives under the 32B of Laney. Right around the bottom of turns 1 and 2. Laney with the momentum out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Joey Tanner right there with him into turn number 3. Cody Laney looking phenomenal here on the entry of turns 3 and 4. Now starting to pull away from the 111. Joey Tanner using the middle groove out of turn 4 down the front stretch.
Joey Tanner just can't quite seem to keep that car all the way down to the bottom in 3 and 4 like he was earlier in the race, able to gain that ground on Bobby Hogue the fourth and pass him. And as the race has gone on, it looks like Joey Tanner can't keep that car. As I say that, he tries to keep it down there as far as he can off of turn number 4. He just can't get the drive off of 4 down the front straightaway. 3 wide in turns 1 and 2. A pair of 22s and a 75 in 3 wide right in front of Pappenhausen in the 4P. They are stacked up in 3 and 4 once again. Now here comes the 37 machine.
I'll tell you right now, the man on the move is the number 2 of Bobby Hogue, already picking up 5-6 positions here in the last couple of laps. He is flying around Bakersfield, going 3 wide with the car of Bartels. Now on the high side at turn number 4.
Bartels now getting around Schulp from Canada. Now he's working on the outside of the 75 of Rick Coffey from Santa Maria, California. 3 wide once again. Down the back straight they go. They're going to run out of room. They get it done as they're 3 wide going into turn number 3. Here comes the 2H of Bobby Hogue the fourth.
Impressive what he's doing right now with half the body essentially. The most important corner missing. Cody Laney with a half a straightaway, near a full straightaway advantage over the second place car of Joey Tanner in the 111. Third place car is Paul Guglielmani. No, it's the 4 of Pappenhausen.
Coming up on 29 laps down, 11 laps remaining for your leader, Cody Laney from Torrance, California in the 32B. He's coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, looking at the backside of James Cornelius in the C4, looking to go a lap down once again to your leader, Cody Laney in the 32B.
Bobby Hogue has worked his way back up to the number 4 spot behind Pappenhausen. Talk about impressive. Hogue getting around Bakersfield, phenomenal with a car that should not be performing the way that it is. Good job of driving for Hogue. Sets his sights on the 4 of Pappenhausen, trying to get by him, but Pappenhausen's got a little more forward drive on the exit of the turns.
Your leader working traffic like a surgeon now on the outside of the 98 machine of Kylie Ricardo from Woodlands, California. Once again now on the outside of Rick Coffey in the number 75 from Santa Maria, California.
32 laps down that time by Cody Laney, 8 laps away from picking up another Budweiser Nationals feature win here. Tanner running second, third, Pappenhausen fourth, Hogue.
Cody Laney has a straightaway over the 111 of Joey Tanner. 33 laps in the book, 7 laps make it 6 this time by for your leader as he makes his way through 3 and 4, working on the backside of Cody Schulp from Canada. Schulp getting the move over flag as Cody Laney up into the cushion. A little bit rough that time by in turns 1 and 2, getting a little slicey and dicey. Track is starting to widen out all the way up to the fence as Cody Laney trying to work his way around with 5 laps left to go. Bobby Hogue the 4th, pulling off early.
Oh, no, heartbreaker for Hogue.
Heartbreak for Hogue as he's on the apron of turns 1 and 2. Cody Laney now working the bottom side of turns 3 and 4, getting around the number 37 of Ray Trimble from Auburn, California. Coming to the stripe, 4 laps remaining this time by.
Cody Laney in control of this one. Tanner still, the 75 of Coffey off the pace. He's going to pull himself into the infield just like Bobby Hogue did 2 laps ago. 37 laps down, 3 to go this time by for the 32B of Cody Laney. He has dominated this one from the top. Looking phenomenal around turns 1 and 2. The forward drive in that race car in these track conditions, nothing short of impressive, John.
It looks like this track is finally starting to take a little bit of rubber as the track is developing more speed for the number 32B. He's able to work through the center of the corner, and it's not drifting all the way out to the wall off of turn number 4. You can see it this time by as he's trying to get around that 22G of Guglielmani.
He is so good all the way around. The car great on these long runs. Looks like the track gets better and better for him with each passing lap. He took the white flag last time by, half a lap away from a Budweiser Nationals victory. Cody Laney going to work the high side through turns 3 and 4, picking up the win. The 32B, Cody Laney, picks up another guitar. It's going to be Joey Tanner running second, your third place car, now making his way into turn number 3. That is the car of Bartels. He'll finish in the number 3 spot. Man, impressive run from Cody Laney. Total domination throughout the weekend from the Laney and the Dotson stables. It was all about those guys this weekend.
Those kids came here ready to get things done, and they just did that as Cody Laney dominates here tonight in the 32B, picking up win number 2 on night number 2, concluding our Budweiser Nationals. This is the 34th running, once again brought to you by Salty's Barbecue and Catering.
Race fans, we want to say thanks for coming out and joining us here at the Budweiser Nationals, one of the premier events up and down the West Coast. We do appreciate you sticking around as we approach the 11 o'clock hour. For all of our listeners on Spreaker Radio out there following us throughout the Budweiser Nationals weekend, we want to say thanks for listening as well. We're going to do it again in 364 more days, John.
364 more days, and we will be right back here.
We're going to do it.
And we'll do it again. Absolutely.
I got to say, it's been a pleasure working with you. Our first time together up here in the Mosier Tower, man. Great job. I know you're kind of, I don't want to say new, but kind of new to the announcing game.
Oh, I'm new.
Great job, buddy. You did fantastic. It was a pleasure to work with you.
Thank you very much, Corey. Everybody from the Moxie Media production, thanks for all of the help and everything that you did here today for the Budweiser Nationals, both days, day 1 and day 2.
All right, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Another sweep in the late models for Cody Laney.
One of the most humble kids you're going to find in a race car.
All right, Cody Laney winning again, night number 2. Looks like Budweiser Nationals is full of sweeps this week. There's Joey Tanner, the 111, coming over, congratulating him. We'll get some flags out here, another guitar for Cody, and some pictures.
Come on, Mike. Let's get to talking. You're live. We're going to go trackside with Mike Patterson just a moment for your Cody Laney interview from Victory Lane.
All right, Cody's finishing up his victory pictures with the Budweiser and Bud Light girls, and now he's getting it with the rest of the family and the crew. All right. Now it's time to do that little interview thing. Congratulations, Cody Laney, on another win. Man, this looks like a match made in heaven with you and Pete in this 32B machine.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been good so far, and I think we're getting rolling a little bit better here. Just getting more comfortable in it. This thing's pretty different than what I'm used to, and we're just more laps we can get it, the better we can get.
Well, who else do you want to thank on this machine, because it takes a lot?
Pete Van Adderstein, my mom, my dad, Bartellus Harley Davidson, Cornet Racing Engines, Weir's Machine. There's a lot of people that help us out. Ralphie, my cousin Matt came today, and Mike and John Lowry, they've been a huge help this whole weekend. So, I can't thank all of them enough for coming out and supporting me.
All right. Well, like I said with Ethan Dotson, you can go down to Cody's Pits. He's got some merch you can buy. Get and support your local drivers. On behalf of Schweitzer Motorsports, everybody in the booth, everybody here at Bakersfield Speedway, Salty's Barbecue, my friends up there with Moxie Media Promotions, Low Budget TV, John Candelaria, my name's Moxie Mike Patterson. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for coming out to the Budweiser Nationals. We'll see you in a few weeks right back here at Bakersfield Speedway.